I'm in Roche, which is in Switzerland. Now, Del West have had a fantastic long-term relationship with the Starrag Group. They've got a number of Bumotec machines, and they've got the latest generations, which is really helping their manufacturing processes. Olivier, it's a fantastic privilege to be at one of Starrag fantastic customers here in Switzerland. But before we talk about the fantastic machines from Bumotec that you have, and there's 7 here now, can you tell me a little bit about the background to Del West?
Of course. Del West is a company based in the US first and that came to Switzerland 25 years ago. It is serving several markets. It is serving motorsports, high-end automotive, watchmaking, of course, because we're here in Switzerland, and we also cover some other luxury markets.
And I presume some of the materials that you're working with are quite hard materials.
Yes, indeed. I mean, we of course work with a lot of metals. The classical metals that will be used in watchmaking, like some steels, titanium, also some types of ceramics. But because we work in motorsports, we're also exposed to much tougher materials, some of which that are very known in the aerospace industry, like titanium aluminide. And so we have developed here a significant knowledge about how to shape and finish parts and systems out of those difficult materials.
For many years you've had a fantastic relationship with Starrag. You've got 7 Bumotec machines here. This is the S191 Neo, which is the next generation machine. Can you tell me about the benefits of having a machine like this and obviously helping, generate the best machine with Starrag?
Well, in essence, it is a Swiss knife. I mean, you can pretty much machine anything you want within a certain, let's say, size. And this is really, I mean, the prime benefit is you can address any type of shape. You can bar feed, so you also have a certain level of autonomy. And because of its rigidity and precision, I mean, you are capable to reach a level of tolerances that very few other machines can.
And that's one thing that Bumotec as a machine has been very, very highly priced in the marketplace. And I see this has got a new interface as well. So does that benefit companies like yourself?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, as you know, I mean, now in the 21st century, we do need to have our manufacturing equipment integrated into our digital framework. And this is really the opportunity, having at the same time a CNC, I mean the command part of the machine, plus a computer where you can integrate other, I would say, either software or functionalities that you need anywhere in the shop floor.
And I think with the traceability side of some of your components, that's very key for your customers, yeah?
Indeed, indeed.
You've got a number of Bumotec machines here, but this is the latest generation. This is the S191 Neo.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about the benefits of working with this over the last few months.
Well, okay, I think that the main difference and the main evolution compared to the previous one that we have is linked to the interface and the CN that is now the latest generation, fully integrated in a Windows environment. So basically you get all you need directly on the machine. Usually you had the machines and you always had a PC somewhere where you had your SPC, your Excel files, your communications with the colleagues, and now everything is built in the CN and you have all your environment in the machine. It is fully part of your IT environment, which is very game-changing for us.
And one thing that the Starrag machine, the Bumotec machine, the S191, the accuracy has always been to the highest capability,
yes.
And I'm sure no different on this machine.
Oh yes, definitely. It's still exactly the same accuracy, the same dynamics of the machine that is very, very high and very high end. And this is what we need for the customers and the markets that we serve.
And when you look at the machining process, are you finding it a little bit quicker than previous machines?
Yes, definitely, for sure. We see that everything is optimized. All the movements, the tool changes, everything has been optimized and is slightly quicker than before, yes.
And when you look at your customer components, is it a slightly easier setup for you on the new configuration?
Yes, I think the setup is quite similar because it's quite still a complex machine. What is improved compared to before is the access to the tools, access to the parts, access to the workspace. So all that is slightly optimized. But again, the big change is on the CM.
And I presume, obviously, the amount of different industries that you work in, there's a lot of batches going through these machines here at Del West. So from their point of view, or Starrag's point of view, you're a really good case study to help them develop this machine.
Yes, so this was the goal. This was the goal. We have here the opportunity of making many different materials, many different types of parts, of cutting or machining types, milling, turning, grinding. So the development that we have made with Starrag to help finalize at the scale 1:1 the setup of the machine was okay. Let's see what happens on real parts, and not only one part, but a big variety of parts.
And when you look at the next generation of any machines in your factory, I suppose it's you must feel quite proud that Starrag have come to you and to say, look, would you give us some feedback on the new generation of the S191?
Yes, of course. We are quite lucky because we live 30 minutes driving from the factory of Starrag. So the access is direct, we know the people. In case of problem, we can quickly jump in the car and go there, or they come here. So it was quite natural, but still it's good to be at the cutting edge of the development of the machines with them at the moment.
So going forward, and finally, when you're looking at the machines that you've got on the facility at the moment, but also the way your business is growing, are these the type of machines that you would invest in the future?
Absolutely. I mean, it's quite clear for us that this is part of our, I would say, framework for the future. We will need in the future machines that are very precise, that are, let's say, trustworthy, and we do count on the Starrag machines to help us grow in our road forward.